Hi everyone, it's Heidi from flutterbyheidi.co.uk, back to show you some gorgeous new spring catalogue products. And this one is using a fabulous new sweet, see here, called All My Love Sweet. And I've used the framelits that go with this, along with a fabulous sentiment set. And this sentiment set actually comes with some coordinating dies, which I haven't got yet, which are some lovely words, which I'm not going to be able to find, of course. This is just to tempt you with all the gorgeous new things. There you go. So here they are. So you've got lots of happy, and then you've got some lovely words: bride, groom, welcome, birthday, sympathy. Really useful for all sorts of occasions. But I'm focusing on this sweet here because it comes with this lovely stitched ribbon, which you can see, which comes in a combination pack. So you've got the lovely lipstick with the white edging on it, along with some narrow calypso coral ribbon. And this one, obviously, it might well have fitted in with my old Ferrero Friday projects, so it would fit 3 Ferrero or 3 Lindor balls. I just wanted something that's a little bit different here, with a little flag on the front and a little bit of ribbon to decorate. Very quick and easy project, and would make a great wedding favour, which is what I had in mind when I was doing this. When I was talking to someone who's going to get married fairly soon, they wanted something just pretty to go on the table instead of sugared almonds. So you need one little bit of card. I'll work in centimetres, but inches will be on my blog. And this is 11.5 by 14.5 centimetres. The scoring is very simple. You're going to score on the long edge first at 2 centimetres from either end. So 2 centimetres and 2 centimetres. Sorry, just on the edge there. I'm measuring 2 here. You could measure it at 12.5 on this side and score. It doesn't matter as long as you do the same on either, just in case your measurements are out. Then on the short edge, you're going to score at 6 centimetres and 9.5 centimetres. And then you're going to go to 4 centimetres, and you're just going to score the top and bottom sections above and below the score line. Like so. So this is going to make our card base, our box base. So when we fold it against the score lines, this section is going to be the bit that we're going to see. So that's where we want to place our edgelets dies. And these edgelet dies are lovely because they stay part of the card unless... And you can also use this one to create a frame, so you could create a coloured layer to go behind it. I'm just going to go for the simple die cut layer this time. And all I'm going to do is pop that onto my card. I'm using my magnetic platform. Look at this, really old and scratched. Just goes to show you do not have to keep changing your panel, your cutting spaces. They work just as well even with the scratches. Put your card, your die, and put your second cutting pad on the top. Quickly run that through, and you'll end up with this. And then to get that out, I really would recommend that you get this die brush and sponge. It comes as a kit. Just pop it in one of our storage cases, because that really does make getting intricate dies out really, really easy. By keeping it in the case, all your bits tend to stay a little bit more contained, which stops you having to do quite so much in the way of vacuuming, or perhaps it doesn't. And then you can go ahead and fold and burnish your score lines. I didn't do it first because I just wanted to keep it nice and flat to go through my die cutting machine. So the only ones you're not going to burnish are those little part score lines. That's because those are just cutting marks. So you're going to cut down to that score line, the little short one, and the same on the other side. And then just that one is going to create a tab. So notch out, straight, and notch. So you've got like a tab, straight, and a tab. Turn it round and do exactly the same on the other side. Okay, and then these tabs are where you're going to need to put your adhesive. Now for those of you that still have it, I still use fast fuse or the red tape, but for speed I'm just going to use my fuse here. And all you're doing is just folding those flaps up to create that little box. So again, up. And then we're going to take some ribbon to go around the edge, and that really, you know, you could use DSP if you wanted to, if you wanted to cut some narrow pieces, but as I say, for speed, particularly when you're doing lots of them for a wedding or something, then ribbon is great. Now all I'm going to do with this is keep a small bit of ribbon. I'm going to pop it on the edge there and cut another bit of red tape to go on the end of my ribbon, and that's just going to hold it in place. So the join is going to be hidden by our little tag, and we can just pull that really nice and firmly around there. And that will just stay in place like so, and you see that in itself just looks so pretty. Then I've used the corner die cut. This is great for tags, just to cut that out, and I'm just going to trim these last little bits out of the way. I didn't use my die brush, but I'll just show you. If you forget, it's fine, you just roll it over afterwards like so, and that's going to create our little tab to go on the front there, just like so. And if as I've done, I actually didn't cut it quite as straight as I wanted to, it doesn't matter because there's no defined straight lines on that. So again, because I'm sticking it onto ribbon, I'm just going to pop a little bit of red tape to hold that in place. And then our simple bit of stamping is just done on a scrap of Whisper White. So we pop that in there like so. And my scrap of Whisper White is it's about 1.5 centimetres wide. She says optimistically. Looking for a scrap. And when you're doing something that is quite narrow, I find it's always good to cut it off a much bigger piece. So I'm actually going to cut it a long bit. It gives me plenty to work with. Again, usual, cut from the bottom up. You're using that little layer there. Then I'm using that sentiment and some lovely lipstick ink. And this is the lovely new cling stamps. Best thing about today is you. So I'm just going to stand up and I'm just going to stamp that on the other end, having now made a mess of it. Could have done that. Could have done a better job on that. Never mind. Speed. And I've done a pretty rubbish job on that actually. I think I might just redo that because that is not good. Where's the piece of card when you want it? So 1.5 centimetres. Better. It's not perfect, but I'm just going to come in and just hand cut a flag. So cut with our scissors up the middle and then cut from either corner to the end. Obviously you could use a punch if you'd got one with a little square corner. but this works just as well. All that remains, we're sticking it onto our card, so we just use a bit of fuse and pop that on the front there. Add our chocolates, whatever sort you happen to fancy, and there you have a pretty little table favour using the new Floral, lovely flowers edgelets, ready to go on a table and say thank you. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this project. If you'd like a catalogue or you'd like any of the products from it, visit my blog www.flutterbyheidi.co.uk or follow the links in the description bar below and you'll get to my shop, heidismith.stampinup.net. Come back and see me again soon because I'll be demonstrating more products from the new spring catalogue. Bye now.